So it's finished at the Emirates, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And that was not good enough, people. Let's have it right, man. Let's just be real with it. That was far from acceptable, that performance from Arsenal, especially in that second half. I thought the first half, was very, very poor. But second half was even worse. And overall, it's an opportunity missed today for me. Now, I get it. People will say, look, we still got a good gap of 6 points. But we had an opportunity to extend that gap today. We had an opportunity to go 8 points clear today, people. And when these opportunity comes around like this, you have to take them. And today we didn't. And we did not deserve to win that game at all. Let's be real with it, people. That was not acceptable, especially in that second half. Get your thoughts down below, people. Smash a likes, leave all your comments. That'd be greatly appreciated as always. But 0-0 draw against Liverpool at the Emirates. And I'm coming out there feeling very, very disappointed because that is far from good enough, that performance today. Far from good enough. I'm sorry. As I said, I mean, you'll get people say, oh, we're 6 points clear and all this, but that was a huge. When you have an opportunity to go 8 points clear, when Manchester City, you're up against Manchester City, you just dropped 3 games and they've got 3 draws in a row. You have to take these opportunities, people, and we didn't. We didn't. I mean, as I said, we didn't deserve to, man. We didn't deserve to. That first half, we had all the possession. We dominated in that sense, but we didn't create anything from it. I think Alisson had we had 2 shots on target in that first half. There was 2 very easy saves for Alisson. 2 easy saves for Alisson. And then you go to that that Conor Bradley chance that Liverpool had in the first half. And that came from our own mistake from David Raya. Raya gives them just a really poor distribution, and Conor Bradley goes for the chip, tries to lob in, and it's off the crossbar. But apart from that, yeah, we had all the position, but we did nothing with it. Second half was even worse, though. I was like, listen, first half, because it's been a common theme recently from us guys, yeah? Like, the first half where we come out and we start off slow, and I was thinking second half, we're going to turn it on, right? And it was worse. It was worse in that second half, man. It was Liverpool. We looked like the flipping team that sat in fourth in that second half. We looked like the away team in that second half. Liverpool was actually pushing more. And they didn't even have a proper, they didn't even have an Ekatika up front today. Could it have been a different story, people? But Liverpool were pushing more in that second half. We had the only player for me who came on and done anything was Noni Madueke once again. Noni Madueke off the bench, people, right? Puts on a plate for Martinelli. He was actually trying to make stuff happen, Noni Madueke. He should come on a lot more earlier, people. But it looked like Liverpool wanted it more in that second half than we did. We created that last header from Gabriel, which went wide from a set piece. That is all I can remember really from the second half, people. Anyone wants to jog my memory of any chance we created, because I'll tell you something now. That second half was perfect to watch. That whole game really was perfect to watch. And that is a big opportunity missed. The fact we could have gone 8 points clear. We're at the Emirates against this Liverpool team. And I feel a bit silly for saying a 3-0 win. Kind of like I've underestimated Liverpool. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I feel like we have the right to be confident coming into this game anyway. Right? I think everyone was asking before the game. We was all saying 3-0 and all this before the game, people. And at the end of the day, maybe we was too complacent today. Maybe we took Liverpool for granted. Maybe we underestimated Liverpool a lot. They came back with a game plan. Defensively in that first half, just sit back in that first half. We couldn't break them down. Frustrating. But in the second half, I don't know what that was for us. Because that second half was pathetic, people, from Arsenal. Let's just have it right, people. You get all the clappers come out and say, oh, we're top of the league still and 6 points clear, which I get. But I'm sorry, the disappointment for me is the fact that we had an opportunity to go 8 points clear today. 8 points clear. You have to take these opportunities. When you're in a title race against Manchester City, we have to take these opportunities. And we didn't today. We didn't. I don't know. Who's next in the Premier League? Is it Nottingham Forest away up against Sean Dyche? Obviously, we got the FA Cup first and the Carabao Cup games in between. But, yeah, I think overall today, a lot of players today, right? A lot of players were far from off it, right? I think the only ones for me who can hold their heads up high is the guy is Piero Incapie. I thought he had a solid game, right? That's another injury, by the way. I don't know how bad it is, people, but Incapie's he's gone off injured. So, but I thought we had a pretty solid game, to be honest. And then you saw when Luis Skelly came off the bench, right? Um, there a lot of space. As soon as Incapie came off, you saw a lot of space in behind where Luis Skelly was, by the way. But I mean, look, you look at that. I think you got to look at him. I think you got maybe. I thought Saliba had a really good game. Um, but apart from other than that, and then Noni off the bench was top. He should have came on a lot more earlier. Apart from that, I'm struggling to think of some standout performances. Apart from those guys I've just mentioned there, Odegaard was not good enough, right? I don't care if Odegaard edits is in my chat. Shout out to you, mate. But I'm not coming in with. I'm not hearing the glaze today about Odegaard. Yeah, he's been playing well recently, but today he's not. He's off it completely, completely off it. Not good enough. Rice was off it. I thought today as well. He don't get. I'm not digging into him or anything like that. It's just because this guy as well was superb against Bournemouth, right? But let's be real with it today, people. I thought he was off it. Who else? Gyökeres, man. How many touches does this guy actually have? And did he even have a shot today? Because this ain't working out, is it, people? And I've got this guy on my back of my shirt for a reason. What did he get? What did he get? No shots. He had 8 touches in the whole entire game, man. He had 8 touches in the whole entire game, people. 8 touches in the whole entire game. It's ridiculous, man. He was poor. And the thing for me as well, we had Saka in that first 20 minutes, yeah, he looked pretty lively up against Kirkes. And every single time, that Kirkes is rubbish, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, that guy, Saka, every single time you had him, bro. Like, every single time when he got the ball, he's a no man's land in this Kirkes. But I don't think Saka went at him enough. Same with Trossard up against Conor Bradley today. Trossard done him in that first 20 minutes, yeah? And then we didn't get at their fullbacks enough. Didn't get their fullbacks enough at all, people. Noni comes on, yeah? He does Kirkes straight away. Gets a great ball into the box. Martinelli's nowhere to be seen. Big up to Noni Madueke. This guy deserves more game time. I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah, this guy came on and he gave a bit of energy, yeah? He actually looked like he's making stuff happen every time he got the ball. But we didn't get it out wide to him enough as well. But it's frustrating, people. It's frustrating. This Liverpool side is there for the taking, people. They've got no Ekatike out front tonight, right? Have you seen their bench? They made one sub because of Conor Bradley's injury, by the way. Gomez had to come on in because of Conor Bradley. Slot was going to play a full team for a full 90 minutes. They had no Ekatike out front, man. This Liverpool side was there for the taking. Yeah, we're at the Emirates. They was there for the taking at Anfield. We didn't go for the game. It's ridiculous, man. I'm sorry. Look, this is where we do sit in the table. Yes, good. Top of the league still. 6 points clear. Amazing, right? But it's an opportunity missed. That's my point, people. It's an opportunity missed, okay? Because this Liverpool side was there for the taking, and we could have gone 8. Excuse me, we could have gone 8 points clear. And you have to do it in the title race. We have to get the biggest gap as possible in the title race against this Man City team. Because we still got to go and play them at the Etihad, people. We still got to go and play them at the Etihad. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. We'll do some ratings in a minute, all that stuff. I'm going to come to the chat because I know everyone's leaving their thoughts. So big up everyone, guys. Make sure you haven't already smashed your likes up. Get your thoughts in down below. Are you with me? Are you coming in this feeling very disappointed, or is anyone leave your opinions down below, people? But for me, I'm coming out there thinking disappointed. So really, really frustrating, man. But yeah, I mean, big up everyone in the chat, people. If I cut off the comments, I do apologize. It's restream acting up again. But But yeah, make sure you guys smash the likes up as well. Subscribe if you're new. Yeah, sorry if I missed anyone's comments. Just put them in again. It's just obviously restream wants to mess around as always. But yeah, big up Wookie in the building, my friend. Once again, City got Manchester Derby. They do. You know, City got that big Manchester Derby next week, and we got Forest away. Forest, we're up against Sean Dyche. Is going to be a tough game because we know how Sean Dyche plays. We know how he's going to play against Arsenal as well. It's going to be probably a tight, cagey game, right? It's Sean Dyche. You know, he's going to sit back. They're going to low block it. We have to break that down. We have to get the win in that game. City, I think, will probably win in Manchester Derby. I know they drew 3 games in a row, but I feel like they will do Manchester United. I don't know if they have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer by then. I don't know if they have Darren Fletcher. Either way, I think they'll do it, man. To be honest. But yeah, big up to you, Wookie man. Plasma, welcome back, my friends. Such a missed opportunity. Facts, obviously, still 6 points clear, but it should be more safe. Exactly how I feel, bro. Exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel, man. This is the big opportunity miss, people. Today, big opportunity miss. When you have an opportunity to take and to get more points over Man City, we're gonna go 8 clear, man. We're gonna go 8 clear. It's frustrating. Yeah, Jordan, I'll put a link in a minute, man. I'll definitely get you on, bro, because I want to get your perspective as a Liverpool fan. If you're any Liverpool fans in the chat, I see Ozan's in the building as well. Are you guys happy with that? Coming to the Emirates and getting a draw as Liverpool fans? Let me know. But yeah, big up. I'll get you guys on. He said, hold that to Charlie as well, if he's even in it, man. Big up Ahmed in the chat. Same old story. We was crap. We were crap, 100%. Andrew's back in the building. He says poor, especially second half. Liverpool played neatly with their passing. We move. Hope Piello is all right. Yeah, again, that's the worry as well, people, about Nkapie, because I thought he had a solid game today, and he's been quite solid for us. So that's quite a concern as well, to be fair. Jacob, big up yourself, Jacob, man. Great to see you as always. Disappointing game, very frustrated. 100%, bro. 100%. We was off it completely today. Like, this is what I'm saying as well, Wookie, man. You know, they imagine if they had an Ekatike up front. You know, a proper striker up front today, because they had nothing. You know, they had that Conor Bradley crossbar chance, and then a few shots over the bar from Soboslai, but that was really it. That was so far. Big up McChronicle, man. That was so frustrating, man. City will be licking their chops now. Yeah, they would be, which is why I think they're gonna win the Manchester Derby, people. And then we're gonna have to just keep winning our games against Forest. Well, we got Forest and all that, but first we got the 2 cup games to deal with. Yorkres needs to hit bench. I think so, guys. Look, he's on the back of this shirt, but come on, this something. It's not working out, is it? It's not working out. Again, it's the same story I'm saying with Yorkres, people. It's the same thing I'm saying with him, right? It ain't working out, but I don't think it's all on him. You can't. How can you go from 97 goals to 102 in 102 games into over 2 seasons to then turn to this, mate? It just doesn't happen. People say it's a Portuguese league. No, mate, he did it in the Championship for Coventry 2 seasons in a row. That's English football, mate. And we've seen Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins, big players come from the Championship. He did it in European stage as well. We're Sporting, right? There's a player there, but it's not all him. But I'm sorry, the way how we playing, it's not working for the guy. And maybe the bench will be good for him for a few games. Maybe because it'll just give him that, hopefully, a bit of flipping fire in his belly, mate. Yeah, but maybe it's time for Gabriel Jesus to start up front for Arsenal in the next game. Maybe it is. You know, I still think I don't want to lose all hope on this guy, man, because there's a goal. This guy, he's getting 8 touches today. How? And yeah, he's got to make stuff happen himself as a player. I get that, people, but again, it's the way how he plays doesn't suit the guy whatsoever. Took till 90th minute to have a shot on target. There we go. There we go, man. That was an easy Alisson save. Yeah, is that header, wasn't it? Was that header? Big up Ryan in the chat as well, mate. Hope you're there was day, Ryan. Yeah, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Plasma says City has some difficult games coming up. We have to capitalize on that. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Listen, look, I get we're still 6 points clear. Still a decent gap, but it could have been better today, and that's a frustrating thing about it. It could have been 8 points, man. It should have been 8 points clear. We should be beating Liverpool at the Emirates, people. This is a frustration, and the way how we played as well is also adding to that frustration. Yeah, if we'd have flipping had chance after chance after chance there, and we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, I would have still been disappointed. But I'd be sitting there saying, you know what, we actually not our day sort of thing. But the fact that we performed like that, and Liverpool looked like that for me, and they had no proper outlet out front with Ekatike. They were there for the taking. They played a full 90 minutes with every single player apart from Conor Bradley, who got injured, by the way. That's when it has a force to make a sub, right? Their bench was awful. They are awful this season. And you go perform like that. That's a frustration. That's a frustration for me. 100% agree, Jacob, bro. Second half was the awful, bro. 100%. We got outplayed in the second half. Yeah, it's just like we was out of ideas. Just didn't like we was gonna score. Apart from when we had that set piece and Gabriel had that header, which went wide right towards the end. And then when Noni actually made a done up Kirkers, put a great ball in to Martinelli, and he was nowhere to be seen. Big up Jaden in the building, bro. He's just so proud of how he played today. There we go. And Martinelli is a disgrace. Sorry, Josh. What, as in his performance today, or what am I missing from Martinelli? I agree. He did nothing when he came on. But what do you mean? Was it? Wait, what happened? Oh, was it when he went down or something? When Conor Bradley got injured? I need to watch it back, bro. To be honest, I didn't even notice. Like, I saw Conor Bradley down, and I saw them all scrapping about something. But I have to see. I have to see, man. I have to see. What did he do then? What did he do, Martinelli, guys? If I can find it, what did he do? Oh, he pushed him off the pitch, didn't he? It's shouldn't have done it. To be fair, it's 0-0. You know, it's poor, but yeah, he shouldn't have done that. To be fair, that's silly. A missed chance to put the pressure on City. They will have a bit of breathing space, and now the next Premier League games for us away, which is not easy. It's not easy as it may seem, Andrew. 100% agree, bro. Because at the end of the day, we're up against Sean Dyche, right? And we know how Sean Dyche plays people. Yeah, this guy will make it frustrating for us, and we need to create chances in that game. We need to take our chances. Simple as that, really. Going away to Forest, it's a good atmosphere over there at the City ground as well. You know, they're fighting. They are fighting to stay up this season. That will not be no easy game, people. That will not be no easy game. Good play from Liverpool. Can't win the league playing like that. No, I 100% agree. Yeah, Deontay, big up yourself, bro. 0-0. 0-0. Opportunity missed. Big up Marley every single time. Big up DM. Show you too much respect. Exactly. Plasma says, I'm sorry, but I'm fuming with what I saw. Gyökeres, I agree. Say what you want about the service, but I can't keep seeing him being a couple yards away from brilliant crosses. We got him to score easy chances. Yeah. As I said, Plasma, for me, I think it's time he needs to be on the bench now for a few games. I think it's time he needs to be, I'm sorry. He needs a bench, guys. He needs a bench for a few games. he needs a bench. I'll start Jesus up front, to be fair. It's not working, is it? I mean, this guy's getting 8 touches today. He didn't have a single shot, guys. He didn't have a single shot today. It's down to him as well. I feel for him because quite clearly the way we play is not suiting this guy whatsoever. We never played this guy's strength, but we know this already. But also as a striker, you need to have that instinct, man. You need to try and make stuff happen. And he's not doing that. Yeah, big up Jordan, man. Big up Flash in the building every single time. Not good enough. Facts. Thank you. Not good enough. He wasn't he? As soon as Nkapie came off, Frimpong, and then that whole space in behind Skelly the whole time. You know, as a left back, I still not keen with him, man. He had some good games last season. Don't get twisted. He's a quality player. But is that his actual position? No, it's not. I think we all know he's a midfielder. That's where he should be playing for Arsenal, is in the midfield, his natural position. So I get annoyed. Yeah, same, bro. Same. It's disappointing. It's frustrating. It really is, man. It really is. Too many times the ball flashed across the goal and no one was attacking it. Yep. Team should be ashamed of themselves. Facts, bro. That was not good enough. Odegaard was awful. 100%. Odegaard was awful. As I said, the only ones holding their heads up high for me was Saliba and probably Nketiah, right? And not Noni off the bench, maybe. Apart from that, I'm struggling. Marty is an absolute joke. I've had enough. He should be sold. Yeah, I mean, he did nothing when he came on, did he? Unpopular opinion. I actually would have played Gyökeres on the left. I actually would have left. Sorry, not on the left. What am I on about? I'm getting the words mixed all up. Unpopular opinion. I actually would have left Gyökeres on, play him in a two with Jesus. Try something different. I wouldn't mind it, man. Exactly. If it's not working, which we looked out of ideas, try something different. You know, play them both together. Have we seen that? Have we actually? That's a good point. Have we seen this season, people? Where have we actually seen it this season? Gyökeres and Jesus played together yet? Because it's been him coming off, right? If I'm not wrong, I could be completely forgetting about a game, but usually Gyökeres gets subbed off and then Jesus gets subbed on. Have we seen them play together? Because that could be interesting, man. This team needs to learn to take the emotions out of the game. 100%. MLS was dodgy as F in defense. Don't want to see him there. If I'm honest, he's almost as bad as Zinni. Yeah, even doesn't even get into the squad. Well, as I said, Andrew, I agree. This guy's quite clearly midfielder. Van Dijk and United had it so easy. He did. I said, man had 8 touches. Even Jesus, when he came on, though, what did he really do? I mean, what he had the header, which was straight at Alisson. Madueke deserves more minutes. 100% agree. Looks like most lively player every time he plays, but for some reason, Arteta doesn't want to see Saka on the left. You could even try that, couldn't you? You know, you could even try that. Saka on the left. I mean, he's played there before, and then Noni on the right. Like Noni needs start, bro. Noni deserves to start a game against Forest. I'll start him against Forest. You know, I'll start him against Forest. Noni Madueke. He's been really good again today. Off the bench, looked hungry every time he got the ball, trying to make stuff happen. Until I see Havertz get some minutes under his belt, you can't convince me that the best striker at the club's still not Marino. It's still Marino. It probably is, to be honest with you, bro. It probably is. It honestly probably is. It's crazy, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. We got half Viking in the building as well, mate. I hope you're doing well today. Big up to you, bro. Apart from that slight little pass in the first half, Gyökeres did nothing. Give Jesus time at this point. Perfect opportunity anyway. 2 cup games. This is true as well. Yeah, we got 2 cup. I mean, the Chelsea game we need to go strong, but the Portsmouth game we can rotate a little bit. Still want to win that FA Cup, obviously. Though, take it seriously. Take every cup competition seriously. But it's like, yeah, we'll definitely see different strikers. I think in both those games. I'm actually fuming. What the hell was the point of a striker if he isn't going to get on the end of such good crosses? I know. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Static's in the building. Big up, Static, my friend. What'd you make of that, bro? What'd you make of that? Big up to you, bro. I look forward to listening to your reaction on Instagram as well. Static does some great reactions, guys, on the Instagram. So make sure you follow him over there. He says how it is, man. There's match highlights. I know, bro. I know. Literally, bro. What actually happened, though, guys? It was any genuine big chances from either team. Big up Waha every single time, by the way. But other than the Conor Bradley when he hit the crossbar, Sobosai had a shot over the bar. We had a few headers which Alisson was very comfortable when he saved at them, and you know he just dealt with them for both teams, right? Let me look at the shots quickly. I'm struggling to remember any big chances from either team. Liverpool ended the game with more possession, by the way. I think they had like 72% in that second half, right? They didn't get shot on target. I mean, we had 4 on target. I don't remember. I mean, what? a header from Jesus, and then the 3 were easy saves for Alisson. It's crazy, people. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Exactly. Lots of opportunities to score and none. And it's a missed opportunity today for sure, man. Overall, to go 8 points clear. But for me, I was just so frustrated with like everything about the performance, man. Like the intensity was not there as well. It was so slow, so dead. Man City goes to Old Trafford, where United always seem to turn up. They do, and it's it's a derby, isn't it? It's a derby, you know. Manchester derby, anything can happen. Big up Doctor in the building, mate, as well, my friends. Big up to you, Doctor. Hope you're doing well today, bro. Let me know what you thought about about that performance, sorry, man, and how you feeling about that result. Yeah, big up Static, bro. Thank you for tuning in as always, my guy. There's no excuses, exactly. There's no excuses. We should have won the game. 100% Flash. This Liverpool team were there for the taking. They had nowhere to take it up front. They're absolutely awful this season. I'm sorry. We're at the Emirates. We should be doing them. By the way, that's the 4th time now. 4 games Arteta's not beating Arnie Slot. 3 draws and 1 win for Arnie Slot. 0 wins for Arteta. Everything freezing here on that freaking night shift, and they do that. Oh, man's got the blizzard. Man's light kept turning off. The door sounds like a ghost keeps coming in. Andrew's going through it, man. But yeah, big up, man. Big up every single time, bro. Yeah, guys, make sure you keep it in the likes. That'd be greatly appreciated. As always. I'm so confident this league will become ours by May, but how many times we have missed opportunities exactly the last 2 to 3 years? I fear this could be another one we look back on, maybe. Listen, there's still a long way to go in the season. I mean, same way I say, if we would have won tonight, 8 points clear, we would have an amazing gap. That's a disappointment. That's a disappointment for me as we again miss opportunity. But same way, if we did have 8 points clear, I would say this all rest of the season, half a season to go. The league's not wrapped up yet. Likewise in this situation as well. We've dropped we've dropped points for me today all day long at the Emirates, but don't mean it's over. We're still 6 points clear. We've got to keep going. Keep going, win, get the win, bounce back against Nottingham Forest, and keep going at the end of the day. Ante needs to hit the road. We saw why it's not Gyökeres's fault. Yeah, I hear it, Doctor, man. I hear it. Like, it's not all on Gyökeres. I've said the same problems with this guy every single time. As I said, you don't get shit overnight. I'm sorry. You don't go from scoring that many goals and then just turn into this. There's a player in there, but quite clearly, this guy does not suit, and we do not play this guy's strengths. But at the same time, he's got to be doing more as well as a striker. When Eze came on, he's also dropping deep to get the ball. Makes you think it's not an Odegaard issue rather than an Arteta one. Why is he, when he's 10, to drop so deep? We signed Zubi to solve this. Bro, thank you. I've said this for time as well when I'm confused. I'm confused about this because I'm sure we can all see it, people. You're spot on. Zubi was the one meant to be doing that, guys. That's what everyone banging on about. Zubi, he'll build up play from the back and all this stuff, yeah? Why are we seeing Odegaard drop so deep? Why are we seeing Eze drop so deep? Why are we dropping whoever plays in that position? I've seen it game after game after game. When we have the ball, they're the ones picking up the ball, yeah? They're dropping so deep. Like, this is our number 10. And then when we haven't got the ball, they're the one pressing every single time. Like, look how Odegaard, I'm seeing when we without the ball, he's the one always pressing, but then with the ball, he's dropping so deep. No words. So disappointed. Facts, Natalie. We actually need another left back signing. Hey, Plasma, do you see we might be looking at Mark Gay coming in, another centre back? Which, bro, I rate Gay very highly. I think he's top class. But it's like another centre back. We've got Saliba, Gabriel, Mosquera, and Capier. They could all play there. Kala can play there as well. I mean, I'm not complaining if we sign in. I won't complain. But another left back. Well, we had one. We had one, bro. Listen, hopefully Kala's back soon as well, because he's He's been really good there. Shouldn't have done that. Martinelli donkey behavior, especially in hindsight. Like it looked like Bradley popped. Did he pop his knee? Yeah, yeah. It's stupid from Martinelli. Like, look, I get he's frustrated, and I get all that. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, come on, mate. You know, that's poor from him as well. Let's be real with it, people. Like, that's poor from him. Can't wait for Ty to demand an apology from Neville. Saying that I'm surprised no one's punched Martinelli. Nah, you know what Ty's gonna say? You saw how bad the weather was today, guys. It's been raining. Yeah, really poor, exactly. Let's just be honest with it, people. Let's be real with it. That's poor from him, man. But what are you seeing? Jesus 29, Marino up front as a lone false nine. It doesn't work. Play 4-4-2. Yock and Jesus up front. I wouldn't mind that. Try something different. As I said, I don't think we've seen them play together, Jesus and Gyökeres yet. Try something different, mate. But is Arteta going to really do that? I don't think he is. Look, I'm just watching Noni again. Cooks Kirk as soon as he comes on. Puts a great ball into Martinelli's nowhere to be seen. We were just in the chat. He says, sure, it should have been better if Arsenal won, but we weren't bad first half, but we were terrible second half. Yeah, we were. Terrible. That first half for me, I was disappointed in that first half anyway, because we barely created anything. We had all the possession, but we created nothing. I won't lie, this is more on the players. You think that if a cross came across goal with 10 minutes to go, the players would be exactly throwing themselves at it. But instead, no one gets there. No one's backing themselves to get there. And then I'm seeing Martinelli saying, oh my God, why are you not passing it to me? Mate, you're literally not even barely in the box, Martinelli. You go and watch it back. When Noni gets a cross in, yeah, it's a low driven, it's does up Kirkers. It's a great ball in. Martinelli, if he's at that back post there, that's a tap in. And then he's like waving his hands around saying you should have passed to me. Mate, you're flipping not even in the box, Martinelli. You're barely in the box, mate. Go and attack it, man. They didn't show any real desire to win the game, exactly. And that's frustrating, man. That's frustrating. I'm telling you now, that's a team. Yeah, I think we showed them way too much respect, by the way. Way too much respect. Yeah, exactly. Not happy with performance today. Facts. It is, bro. It is. It is, man. Big up Jordan, bro. Frustrating not to win, to be 8 points clear. However, still not the end of the world. 6 points clear. We have to stop playing so nervously. No, I'd get you. As I said, 6 points clear is still a good gap. But the thing is, it could have been better. It could have been 8 points clear. We've got to take every single opportunity that we can get in the title race like this, man. You know, we got to take the biggest point gap we can get. You go and play like that. No, it isn't. Like, look, go and bounce back against Forest and we keep winning our games. But it's just this today was not good enough, bro. And I agree with you. Like, we have to stop playing all these cagey games and these starts as well. Like, we're starting these games too slow once again. Even against Villa, we started off too slow, didn't we? I can't like MLS and Nkapia are not good enough to start. I agree with MLS. I think that's Callum's position anyway. I think Callum's had a great season. He should be our left back anyway. I thought Nkapia had a good game today, though, in my opinion. So it's ironic how we only get 1 point from Liverpool in the 2 legs. We at least got 3 from Villa. They are kind of a bogey team in the end. The frustrating result, frustrating game. It's kind of like this manager can't beat Arne Slot. 4 games now. I'm not writing them off, but maybe play them in actual positions. The fact that we signed him but isn't good enough. Arteta puts way too much emotion into games that we should be winning. Yep. Yeah, big up Jordan, man. Gyökeres is good enough. A better striker than Aubameyang also went missing under the manager. No, bro, I'm with you. I agree. I said it earlier, bro. I was saying there's a player in there still. I'm sorry, there's a striker in there, Doctor, bro. Like, we've seen this guy over the recent seasons, not just at Sporting, but at Coventry as well in the Championship. There's a play, you don't get shot overnight, people. I'm sorry. And you are right. You know, we had a clinical goal scorer in Aubameyang, and look what happened to him towards the end. And I said this before, but this manager, for me, struggles when it comes to out and out proper number 9, like a proper out and out striker. You know, he played Jesus, Kai Havertz, but they're not, for me, out and out proper, like an Aubameyang, like a Gyökeres, for example. And we've seen this every single time we've really had. Arnett had Aubameyang, didn't work. We all know how that turned out. Arnett had a Lacazette, didn't work. I think he had a flipping awful away goal record, didn't he? Something like that didn't work. You know, Jesus didn't work. I mean, he's back now, but it's not worked, has it? Havertz not worked. So I mean, these are our remaining fixtures, guys. Next 7 fixtures: Portsmouth in the FA Cup, Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. I'll be there. Forest away in the Premier League, Inter away, Man United, Kairat, and then Leeds coming up as well. Premier League wise, Forest will be a very, very tough game up against Sean Dyche. Man United, we should be beating them. Leeds away, Leeds are doing well this season. Leeds are doing a lot better in recent games as well. Hey, big up Dow, my friends. Big up Dow. Thank you very much for the kind donation, bro. Really appreciate that. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Dow. Happy New Year, Josh, and to you as well, Dow, mate. Hope you have a blessed 2026. Gyökeres 14 with only 1 goal from open play in 30 matches. Clearly not good enough. We must do better. Yeah, that's concerning, isn't it, man? One goal from open play in 30 matches. It's not working, is it? It's not working at all, Dow, bro. It's not working at all. But yeah, bless up, bro. Thank you very much for that, Dow, and Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. This better be the year where we flipping get the Premier League, mate. I'm telling you. You know how it is, bro. But yeah, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Thank you very much for that, Dow. Cheers to you, man, every single time. Decision making from every player on the pitch was off today. Every time we won the ball in that second half, Liverpool had it back. Bro, that's what I'm saying. The possession, like some of the passing today was absolutely horrendous. That's what, like that second half, we just kept rushing it. You know? Like Saliba, Nkapie, Gabriel, Timber, yeah. Liverpool putting these hopeless crosses into the box, yeah. And we just kept clearing it out and giving it back straight back to them. Midfield from Zubi as well. Odegaard so sloppy. You know, we couldn't even hit 5-yard passes at times, man. In that second half, so sloppy, so poor. Pulls, horrendous today. Yeah, 100% though, 100%. Yeah, I'll put a link in, guys. I'll put a link in right now, actually. Okay. Jordan, there you go, mate. Anyone else wants to come on, I'll pin it to the chat as well. So frustrating, man. Run balance again, right hand side in Saka and Timber. Whilst left is limping on one leg. Nkapie played well, yes, but there's little chemistry there. Yeah. See, the thing with Nkapie as well, yeah, is I want to see this guy get forward a lot more than he does. That's the thing I think what he lacks, which Kala doesn't. Kala will get forward, he bomb forward, but I didn't really see that enough with Nkapie. He's solid defensively, but it's just he has not he don't really go forward enough. Kala does, on the other hand. Sat back and play big up Cooper, man, every single time. Excuse me. Sat back and played for a draw in the second half. The last 10 minutes we went left to Martinelli. Why Eze and Noni were on the right, Ante as a fraud. Yeah, facts, bro. And look, as soon as Noni got the ball, he makes stuff happen, bro. And we didn't do it enough. Once again, Dow, big up for the super chat, man. Really appreciate you, bro. I'm shocked at the conduct we saw from the team as a whole today. Trossard getting a booking in 10 minutes in, not kicking the ball out when Frimpong went down. The whole Martinelli thing, team needs a slap. Facts, bro. Facts. Jordan, I'll get you on in after these comments, man. In just a sec. Almost like Liverpool players got into our heads without doing anything. Yeah. Yeah, facts, plasma, bro. Right, let's get Jordan on. I'm interested to get his perspective as a Liverpool fan, man. Because I'm coming out. I mean, we're coming out here disappointed and frustrated. But Jordan, welcome, my friend. 0-0 draw. We was doing the game together, bro. But how are you feeling coming out as a Liverpool fan? Like, do you come to the Emirates with your heads held high a little bit? You know,
Yo,
because
me and this thing, hold on, Jack. Me and
go
this
on, go
thing
on,
channel.
go on, bro. Take it away.
Um, yes, for me, let me start with number one. For me, why is Federico Chiesa not playing? I want to start with that first
Mm,
because we are playing the ball around the guys like we don't want to win, want to score a goal. And I heard Dom says indeed that Cal doesn't win in January, and I absolutely agree. We're not facing the champions. The guys are facing the champion that is us, and we're not even playing as a champion. Arsenal is a better team. This reminds me of we don't even beat Leeds, we don't even beat Fulham this year, and Arsenal is a better team. Eh? We're so lucky. If Gabriel Martinelli put that into the back of the net, we'd have lost the game. We'll have be talking about Arsenal won, Liverpool nil at this moment. What are we doing? Is
mm,
this our play as a champion against a team that is doing well, 6 points clear at the top of the standings?
mm.
We're so lucky because that should have been 8 points clear at the moment right now.
Yeah.
Why should look, man? Arsenal, look, the playing style that we put out there, mm, it's not looking good. It's not looking that good. We should have won this game. And yeah, the both of us, man, watching a boring game, a boring match. And honestly, your head is so shiny. I don't know. Do you have Erting's style, bro? Because it looks to me like we're in fourth. It looks to me like we just no, you know what? Let's take Champions League because we're not in the title race.
Mm.
We don't deserve to be in title race. We deserve to be what in top four. We lost. No, we mean we draw. This means that Michael Edwards and Hughes don't have any decision to make for of this coach because look, Luis Enrique is free. He didn't sign a new
He
contract
might
with
be.
PSG.
He might be. Yeah.
Get this, get honest that oh please, and get this coaching. I'll be happy.
Mm.
Arsenal, look, Arsenal was a better team. We should have lost the game. We should have been talking about. I should have been congrats Arsenal for winning this game. But look, man, Arsenal was a better team. I don't know what we're doing, guys. I don't know, man. Something, you're not looking good. But look for me, man. David Raya. I said this before, he's a Superman. He looks to me like he's saving Arsenal's day, bro. Indeed. So yeah, man. Jard at the Emirates not looking good, but yeah. Bradley is all. Hey, big up doctor, man. Big up doctor, bro.
Yo, big up
Yeah,
to
man.
you, my G.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Yes. I'm gonna put my headphones in. Just let me just quickly see if you can. Let me see. Can you guys still hear me?
Sure can. Yep.
Yeah, man. You can. Yeah, yes, man.
Right.
We can.
Nice one. Doctor mate, welcome.
Thank
How
you
you
for having
doing,
me.
man? You been good?
Oh, I mean, I mean, for what it's worth, I've been all right. But I swear down, Arsenal always find the opportunity to really throw a spanner in the mix. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, so poor today, bro. Like, first off, I was very disappointed anyway. Like, yeah, we had all the possession, but we created nothing.
Yep.
Liverpool obviously hit the crossbar from Conor Bradley. But I was thinking, look, we're seeing a common theme of starting these games off where in the first half really slow. Second half we could pick up a little bit. I was thinking second half we should be able to pick it up. But bro, it was horrible that second half, man. Liverpool looked like the flipping silent top of they're pushing for it, man. They're pushing for the like I think had 72% possession in that second half against us. And if they had a proper, this is the thing. Jordan, you was missing Ekatike up front today, bro.
Exactly. You see,
You,
And
the same
so,
thing. He's playing mind games. He's playing mind games.
bro,
I know when I
you Arnie
saw
saw.
when he
I mean, your manager made no subs. Your players played a full 90 minutes, bro. The only sub that he made was when Conor Bradley had to force off an injury, mate. Yeah, this
bro,
Liverpool team was there for the taking.
no, bro. Freddy, where is Freddy? If you're not gonna play Federico Chiesa, then let him return back to Juventus. If that's the case, that will help him get more gaming time. Because I don't see Freddy. Where is he?
Mm.
Hmm? Playing against exactly Oregon Gun says Ekitike would have scored today. Exactly, absolutely agree with his comment there. He would have scored.
you know,
We'll be
I
talking about Liverpool winning this game.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll have
Now,
talked about this game.
now go
Yeah.
on, go on, Doctor, man. What do you think of it overall, man?
You know, as we've as we've lamented a lot this season, Arsenal have been a tale of two halves for a lot of the matches where our first half and second half performance are literally two sides of a different coin. And in the first half, as you said, we've had a lot of possession and did absolutely nothing with it, right? Rather, how long have we uh, been hearing that story for? Rather, even prior to Mikel, right?
Mm.
Having all this possession, playing lovely, Tim Lewis hairstyle, U-shaped football, rather like all around like the final third, doing absolute fuck all with it. And you would have thought, right? Or at least I unfortunately had the I tried to see. This is what happens. See, this is why I have trust issues. This is truly in part why I have trust issues. Every single time I try to give this man, rather be this stupid manager, a little bit of faith, given the benefit of the doubt, considering that there have been so many opportunities where, well, I won't say opportunities, but rather so many instances, rather, like where in the first half we were absolutely trash. Then in this, rather like then at the halftime break, whatever was said and done, like rather like in the dressing room, and then the second half, like we came out to play. Today, we did not do that. We allowed a Liverpool, we allowed a team that was not only out of form, but that had injuries left and right, and we allowed them to outplay us in the second half to the point where ultimately, like they should rather like they could have stunk out like a 1-0 win, and we looked completely out of ideas. And I see a lot of Gyökeres slander out there, and look, as I said, like as a player, he should be doing a little. He should be contributing more. There's no shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he is one of just many passengers in this system. He is ultimately just another casualty due to a very rigid, boring, bland system that has already proven to fail time and time again. And and the fact, as a striker, like you just don't lose like your taste in goals just rather just all of a sudden. Like it has been so evident and so clear that we are not playing to get not only to even get the best out of him. Like we're not even playing just to get anything out of him. Like he is solely just being used as a Trojan horse to allow the other players on the pitch, like Mikel's like bum chums, to be able to rather get the limelight. It's a complete disgrace, and I rated the window of 5 out of 10 last August, and I said that we weren't going to win the league simply because we had retained this manager, and and every single time well, rather 9 times out of 10 that we are presented with an opportunity to lay down a marker and to show the league that we are actually here to actually get over the line, we squander that opportunity.
No, yeah, 100%, bro. I agree because we had opportunities to get 8 points clear today, bro. You have to take these opportunities, man. As when you're up against a team like Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, and they've gone and drew 3 games in a row, mate. You have to take these opportunities, man. Like it's so frustrating, but no, bro. I thought you're spot on as always, Doctor there, man. But We got Rory in the building. Big up Rory,
Big
bro.
Big up, Rory.
Mate, I thought that was dreadful personally, bro. But take it away, man. What do you think about the game and all that?
Where do you want me to start with that? I mean, it's just. I mean, this week's been a great week, you know, with teams dropping points, hate watch is successful, and then we have the opportunity to extend our lead to 8 points, but you know, the same problem, or should I say, the same problems have almost kicked in, like it was last season. Because last season, you think about it, we had plenty of opportunities to capitalise, but we ended up drawing games. Hence, you know, we ended up drawing 13 in it. So yeah, like anyone defending that, because you know it's Premier League champions, etc. Like, do me a fucking favour. You know what it is, right? Surely the night before, going into this game, when we obviously lost to Liverpool at Anfield, I was thinking, surely, right, any logical coach would have sat there the night before and actually dissected what went wrong in that game. How do we lose that? And the only solution he's come out with was to play exactly the same way, and we end up getting a point instead of no points. So you know, well played, well played. It's just, for me, there is a severe mentality issue with this manager and the fact we are so fucking scared to win these sort of games, even when we are at home, right? Away from home, away from home, like, listen, we do play the same way, but you kind of like understand that. I don't mind it, but when you're at home, I expect us to at least be on the front foot. Right, in the opening 20 minutes, Liverpool did not want to be there. They were checked out already. They were there for the taking, as well as us. Like, both teams were there for the taking, but none of us had the firepower up front. And Liverpool weren't expected to win tonight because they had three of their attackers out injured or at AFCON. Arsenal were at full strength. Shock, we lost yet another defender.
Yeah.
Due to injury, but you know, like that's pretty much us at full strength, right? I said before the game I wanted to see Eze start in the 10, and you see why. So all this bollocks about, oh well, you know less than the manager, when it took him until the 77th minute to actually realise that Odegaard is not cut out for these big games.
Yeah.
What did he do to stay on for that amount of time? Please tell me.
He probably waxes like he probably waxes out like Mikel's balls in the shower or something. There must be something so personal going on with him. But honestly, I mean, and I don't mean like to interject, but you know, like we all know how stubborn this manager is, right? You know, like and we know that during the summer, Odegaard was getting a lot of heat from one certain Mr. Arsenal himself, saying that this team will not win. You know, like with Odegaard as captain, you know, like and Arteta being as stubborn as he is trying to not only prove, you know, him wrong, rather like a title winning captain for that matter, you know, like he's trying to prove everyone else wrong, you know, that he knows best, and you know, he's doing it at our detriment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, I think every single player in red and white tonight should hang their heads in shame, because considering the build-up, we were all gassed. We were expecting at least 2 or 3. Like, I wasn't exactly expecting, you know, a dominant, well, not dominant, but like an expansive first half where we played some excellent football. Right, when we came out for that second half, I was like, you know what? Poor first half, second half, surely we turn it on, because that's when Liverpool tend to concede a lot of goals. And also, as well, we're forgetting they concede a lot from set pieces too. But we did nothing. Like, we played like we were down to 10 men. Why? I mean, bro, like, if I look at the players today, right, Raya, bro, he pissed me off in the final minutes because man is, yeah, just take your fucking time, mate. It's 0-0, 87th minute.
Yeah, for true, man.
What are you waiting for? Skelly, who was fucking atrocious when he came on.
Yeah.
Do you want to take any longer to take a throw in? Do you get what I'm saying? Look, everyone was just shit today. I thought, Timber was decent defensively, but going forward, like his crossing was fucking atrocious. Saliba and Gabriel, they did their thing. Those are probably the only two that can actually. Although Saliba played that awful back pass in the first half that almost resulted in a goal, but still he was flawless. Apart from that, Gabriel again was probably our best player. Nkapia was okay until he got injured. Skelly I've already mentioned. Zubimendi was poor today. Declan Rice, he looked like he was on his last legs tonight.
Yeah.
No break. Odegaard, I've already mentioned. Saka was our best player in the first half. Second half, nothing from him. Trossard, nothing. And then Gyökeres was absolutely atrocious as well. But then Jesus comes on and does even fucking worse. So, I don't know. I mean, with Gyökeres, right, I actually starting to lose my patience. It's not his fault because I think it is the system.
Yeah.
But my God, is it hard to get in the positions to, Declan Rice whips in a fantastic ball in across the 18-yard box, and he's just there chatting to the centre back, and I'm like, come on, that is basic striker's instinct to surely get on the end of that. I don't get it. He did the same against Aston Villa, and then tonight he's done the same thing, and I'm not going to give up on Gyökeres, but it's just it's becoming hard every single game. We can't just expect Gabriel Jesus to hold that position down when, bro, he's had his fucking knees amputated, both of them. You can't expect him to lead the line. Havertz, he's had 2 surgeries, in fact. So we have to expect him to come back. I mean, none of these attackers flourish under this manager. It's that simple.
What I would say is that the reason why I have patience is that as we know, Mikel Arteta, he wanted Benjamin Sesko as his striker, right?
Yeah.
And for some reason, this manager has such a hard on for the perfect Berbatov regen. It is kind of crazy, but but that is the kind of forward that he wants in our attack. We knew that when Gyökeres signed, he was a Berta signing, but more importantly, he was a post Arteta signing, right? We knew that when we signed Gyökeres, he was never going to come good under Arteta. Well, maybe never is a little bit too black and white, but rather there were greater chances that this striker was not going to come good simply because of this manager's track record. People love to talk about context, right? How much they love context. Well, let's talk about, as you said, all the strikers that have failed under this manager.
Exactly.
And even further, we have seen better strikers in Aubameyang and Lacazette. Those are 2 strikers that are better than Gyökeres. They also did not perform under this manager. So a striker, despite how great of a goal scoring record he may have, I think it only just further underscores that this manager is strikers are one of his kryptonites. And an example like this as well, it kind of reminds me of Ibrahimovic and his 1 year over at Barcelona, where he had a relatively poor season that year simply because he was being used as a decoy for was it Messi and Pedro, I think at the time. So unfortunately, look, it's not going he's not a glamorous player. We're probably not going to see a lot of goals from him this season, but I already came to terms with that, like, when we had signed him, just because we know who this manager is, like, and so I know that unfortunately when we do go without silverware this year, and again, I want to be proven wrong so bad, but it's performances like this that give me PTSD, just because we have seen it so many times over the last 20 years. When we get a new manager in, we're going to see Gyökeres, and we're also going to see Eze. We're going to see the Crystal Palace Eze, and we're going to see the Sporting Lisbon Gyökeres. Like, I have.
Yeah, but like these men are in their prime though. That's the problem. So like, how long is it going to take for Arteta to eventually move on at this point? Listen, I'm not even saying get rid of him right now, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, it's just, how in these sort of games do you set up this, like, especially when, as I said, the game was there to be won inside 20 minutes. Liverpool didn't want to be there. They were drained already. It was shit weather, etc., etc. And then, like, we just, I mean, how long did we have to wait to make changes as well? How long did it have to take to bring on Eze too? Again, I'm trying my best to pluck out positives, but there's, apart from the fact we've gone 6 points clear again, which was the case before the week. It was only because obviously Man City dropped points. That we are now like 6 points clear again, which But again, this Arsenal team has an issue when it comes to, whenever we have the opportunity to pull away, it never happens. Like, we saw this 2 seasons ago, and I was like, you know what? Because Man City are dropping points left, right, and centre, there's no games in hand this time. Surely, like, all we have to do now is just pick up 3 points, take each game at a time, especially against the Liverpool side, who, like, let's be honest, Fulham, who are depleted with, injuries or with players going to AFCON, they proposed more threat than us. This shouldn't be the case when we spent fucking a billion quid on this manager. Like, what is going on? How are Fulham looking more threatening than us?
Forest and Leeds put 3 past Liverpool, respectively.
Exactly. We couldn't even score from a set piece tonight, and they are awful at defending set pieces. If you've heard Liverpool fans, they have banged on about the fact they are shit when it comes to defending set pieces. How many corners do we have in that second half? One, and that was in the last minute. I mean, the thing is, like, forget like the 18-yard box. Forget that's how many shots we had during that second half. How many times did we actually enter their own half?
Yeah, exactly.
In that second half, it was so bad. Like, Chelsea can let that one slide because it was away from home, and yes, they were down to 10 men, but still, like, away from home at Stamford Bridge. Fair enough, you got a point. This is, for me, worse because you're at the Emirates, and Liverpool have had to set up with an attack of Frimpong, who's a right back playing at right wing, Gakpo at striker, or Wirtz. They had to play a bloody false 9, for God's sake. Who aren't like strikers. Like, come on, man. It's just. And then, Arteta comes out in his interview, is like, well, the same bollocks every week whenever we do drop points. It's, well, if you can't win the game, then don't lose it. It's just like, well, why did we not set up to win the game in the fucking first place? Why are we still setting up the same way we did in the reverse fixture? That's 4 attempts now we've not beaten fucking Arnie Slot. I thought we would win.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought we would win the game, but I didn't say it was going to be, domination and Arsenal were going to batter them out the park. But boy, like, I was wrong, Jesus Christ, and we better beat fucking Portsmouth at the weekend. My God, because at the moment, we only need to drop points once more before City eventually win another game, which is, I think it's Man United they've got next week, if I'm not mistaken. So it takes them a win, don't they? So like, if they win at the weekend against Man United, then yeah, it's down to 3 points, and then the pressure's on us to bloody beat Forest. And so I don't know, man. It's just so fucking frustrated with that.
Oh, just check private chat, bro. So meaning me.
Yeah, I put in the chat for her, Jordan. If she's free and she wants to come on, then she's more than welcome to. Anyone else in the chat who wants to join us, then feel free to. But yeah, I mean, Jordan, coming back to you as a Liverpool fan, bro. So you're saying for you that you're feeling disappointed coming out that you got a draw today?
For me, man, look, I didn't want to see Freddy. Before the guys join us, I want to see Freddy play. I don't want to see Freddy play. You know, if we have Ekiti can absolutely agree with Oregon as well in the chat. He say, and if Ekiti can start the play, he would have scored. So yeah, because we have been talking about right now Arsenal and the Liverpool one, but the game was very boring. So yeah, it was very very boring. We should have Freddy starts ahead of Frimpong. But I don't know what kind of cross is that. Kicking the ball down on the ground. It's crossing the ball. If Salah would have done better better as well, because he would have crossed it as well. For Salah, when Salah crossing ball, I know he crossing there, he's balling into the box. And for us playing the ball around the guys, I don't know, man. I don't think you guys really want to score goals, but I think you guys are really hungry to score goals against us more than we love to score against you guys. No, but yeah, I think we should have Federico play in this match, but he didn't put Freddy. Putting on Gomez for Bradley. Should have put on Freddy before we even reach 70 minutes or so.
That's a crazy thing. He didn't make a single sub for you until
Yeah, I
you
was
had
gonna
to.
say, like, you would think they they would, gas out towards the end of the game, but I think they actually did towards the end. But Arsenal, despite bringing on fresh legs, again, just wanted to settle with a point, get out of there with a point. So that's the issue.
Yeah,
Liverpool didn't even have to make any changes, and they still got a point. So,
and it's that kind of behavior that has been so reoccurring and so predictable from Mikel. It's it really is funny simply because Mikel doesn't make it difficult for managers to set up against themselves, or rather to set up against Arsenal. Because we continue to do the same damn thing over and over again. Why would our opponents, change things up when something already works? And it is it's spooky. But I kind of want to talk about that MA Vandals comment here about being 6 points clear. We've seen how quick things can drop really quickly, and we have also seen that. Why this doesn't give me any comfort is because we have performances like tonight in the locker, and we don't know when they're going to show up. And more often than not, they show up at the most pivotal of times. Psychology is a real thing. This isn't FIFA. People's behaviors in their daily lives are actually being affected. And some of these players, the majority of them who have been here in the 22-23 season, in the 23-24 season, does anyone really have the belief that that these players aren't going back home and having those years being replayed in their mind every single night when they go to sleep? And especially after a night like tonight, they're going to be thinking, it's like that. It's like that CJ quote in GTA San Andreas. Oh shit, here we go again. They really got to shape up, and all we were just looking for is some consistency. That's the most important thing, simply because we have seen good performances in the season, but they just haven't been consistent over a span of games. And unfortunately, the performance like tonight though has been consistent, not just this season, but across seasons, across time. I mean, like this has almost been like epitomized at the Emirates Stadium itself. Like we have seen this all the way back from like 2007, 2008, like the year that Eduardo had broke his leg like at St. Andrews. And there is still that same it's that same softness that still has not been addressed yet. And when we had brought over Arteta as a manager who had learned from some of like Wenger's like downturn in his in his managerial career, like he has unfortunately brought that psychology and behavior with him. It's we really got to shape up, but I'm concerned, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. We'll bring Mel in. Mel, how you doing? You good?
Hey, Josh. Hi, everyone on the panel. It's good to see you all, but man, what a shit performance from us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no sugarcoating this game. We look like we were the away team, and I'm not trying to single out players. There was not really players I could say could walk out of this game positively with their head held high. Saliba had a good game, but even in that first half, we nearly conceded a goal if that didn't hit the crossbar. The defending was abysmal for that, and Raya saved our ass. Gyökeres, I'm sick and tired of him. He's like Swedish Lukaku for me, and you can't tell me it's the system that we have to change to accommodate one player. His positioning inside the box, it's very frustrating. Rice makes brilliant runs for him, brilliant passes for him, and he's nowhere to be found. He's not in the area where we need him to be. If that was Havertz, he would have been crucified. And I'm not making an excuse for our players. I really think he's lacking significant confidence. Same thing with Lewis Skelly. He hasn't played in a while, and you saw against Frimpong. Thankfully, Frimpong can't finish his dinner, so just because he has pace, he really struggled with Lewis Skelly. Skelly was scared to take on Jeremy Frimpong, and it looked like we played to not lose rather than playing to win the game today. I thought we would. This is a Liverpool team without Salah, Ekitike, and Isak, and I thought we would smash them 3-1. And I'm here witnessing a boring second half, really boring second half. 0 shots until the 91st minute, and we were the home team. I also want to say, as someone who's a match-going fan, and I know, Josh, you go to games as well, so you'll understand this, the atmosphere was completely dead from minute one. Nobody was behind the team. It didn't feel like this was a Category A game. That game Leeds played, and they put 3 past Liverpool to tie at Anfield. Leeds fans show up with atmosphere, with intensity. We had no urgency in the team and in the fans who went to the game.
Yeah.
It felt like you could hear a pin drop, and it wasn't one of those games where we need low atmosphere. It didn't help. It didn't help, and that's what I have to say. There was no urgency in our pressing. I think it was Eze should have came on sooner, and Madueke. When Madueke came on, you saw he tried to make the impact. Arteta left the subs too late for me, and I would have taken off Gyökeres and tried to Marino up in the false 9, in the 9 position. I think that would have been beneficial. But again, like Dr. Seymour said, this is the same story we've seen where previously we were 8 points clear of City and we choked. And I think today's game where we drop points, we're showing City that Arsenal will still slip up. We have those moments and they can capitalize it. And they've done it on us before. So I think they're not going to take us as seriously as we would have been if we were 8 points clear of them. And that's disappointing.
See, so my suspicion was correct. So see, like, if this club had any shame, they would be refunding every match on the customer tonight. They would have, because I didn't hear, but like, were there any boos going on rather like at the half or at full time?
I don't think so.
Other than my watch along, hell no.
Yeah, I don't think there was any like.
Unfortunately,
severe-
that's also a disgrace.
Yeah, I don't
You
think there was any
Yeah.
like heavy booze going on. I would say. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting heavy booze, but like, I don't think I heard one.
But it did really feel like the fans accepted after like 70 minutes, okay, we're playing for a draw. Like, I think at that point, those of you that did watch longs today, you realize like Arsenal are playing not to lose this game, not to win it. It did feel like that at least.
Like, and like if there's one thing that I truly, I don't like using the word hate. It's a very harsh word, right? I mean, like, but there's one thing that I truly despise. It is a lack of a ruthless instinct, like, and every time that opportunity approaches where we have where the opportunity presents ourselves, like, to put our foot on our rivals' necks and say, you know what, like, you're 6 points, like, you're 5 points back or you're 8 points back. Well, now now it's going to be 8. Now it's going to be 11. Rather, like, last year, like, when Liverpool had pretty much walked it, like, it was because they were playing consistently. Like, they were creating the gap in space. And when we had seen like the match results, like, throughout this week, it was on us to get the 3 points, to capitalize. And that is going to be like our Achilles heel, is just not capitalizing on that. And like, what's so bothersome is that, again, like, all goes back down to behavior. Like, we have seen this lack of ruthlessness over time. So how is it, right? How is it that we have supposedly one of the smartest managers in the world, and yet if we can all see something reoccurring, like a behavior as commonplace as a lack of a killer instinct, how come it has not been addressed yet?
No, facts, bro. Facts.
We have similar issues to last season with the final lacking end product in the final third. That first half, we created good chances, nothing to show for it in the final third.
Yeah.
And Saka hasn't been his best this season. I know he's some people's favorite players, but they're not excused of criticism, and constructive criticism, that is.
Facts.
And I don't think he's been his absolute best that we've seen him, at least so far this season.
And we're about to give him a new contract extension. How about that?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys seen all the reaction about what he did as well, right? On the Conor Bradley injury thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like, well,
what did he do?
He basically tried pushing Bradley off the pitch when he was already injured.
But the guy it seemed like he's done his ACL, and what Martinelli done push him off the pitch it's really bad sportsmanship.
Yeah,
like, there was no need for it. You know what I mean? It's like when Xhaka went up to Trent in the past seasons. It's one of those. You don't need. It's not a red card moment, but it's bad sportsmanship, and that's the last thing we need on our table.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, guys, we got FA Cup next. 2 cup matches, isn't it, before Forest game.
Yeah.
So Portsmouth away
for Chelsea in that Carabao Cup first leg.
Yeah, that's true. And no Cucurella as well, right?
No,
that's play.
That's only one game.
Yeah, only one game.
Oh, is it one game?
Because it wasn't violent conduct, was it?
Fair enough.
It's like when Saliba got a red last season.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we should be beating Portsmouth surely in
if Gyökeres can't score against Portsmouth, oh my God, there's no.
I don't think he'll even start, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be starting either. Or maybe he will. But we should be doing a lot of things. Like, we should be walking the treble this year. We should. We should be putting teams to bed. We should stop making meals out of matches that like, for example, those meals made out of like Wolves and Everton and Crystal Palace and even tonight, this wasn't out of form Liverpool. They had massive absences, And we, and as you said, Belinda, that was a great point. Like, we looked like the away team, like, tonight. Like, rather
Yep.
than, like, we look completely bereft of ideas, and we also didn't have any. It didn't seem like any real desire to change something different, to spawn a new idea. And I just can't understand. I can understand just simply because it's all these emotionally driven mental gymnastics, to be so complacent and to not address these issues head on, will be the death of this manager at this club.
Yeah.
This
No,
is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know who's gonna play up front right now. If I'm being honest with you, because Jesus has amputated both his knees, as I said. Gyökeres, this manager can't get the best out of any strikers, and Havertz is just shit in general. So, he was shit before his surgery, so I couldn't bear to think what it's going to be like when he's back from injury. But I don't even know who we play up front. So I don't know.
Marino,
yeah,
I'm
probably
telling you.
Marino.
But yeah, but
Or even
Marino.
Martinelli at this point. I don't know.
Listen, Rory, we're down bad. We don't have much options here.
You know what? Play Win up front. Why not?
I
Win the dog,
don't
man.
think we're signing anyone in January. I really don't believe this club will do business in January, other than perhaps a pre-contract with Guehi for the summer.
Yeah, did you guys see all that about Guay coming in potentially?
I
Like, we've
don't
entered the race for him.
Yeah, listen. I'll take him. I'll take him
him,
because
So does that mean we cash in on Ben White?
Yeah.
And give Hincapié back to Leverkusen?
Nah. We'll sign Hincapié permanently. That's a done deal.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Pardon me. No way. You
No.
really believe
This isn't
that?
my opinion. It's guaranteed. We're gonna.
I hope that's not the case.
Why?
I said it on your podcast last week. I think the guy is rash like Gabriel was a few seasons ago.
I don't think he's that rash, to be honest. How was he?
Well, I mean,
to be fair, I don't think he was that bad tonight. Was he?
I thought
Until he
No,
got
he
injured.
wasn't bad
I thought he
tonight.
was good today, Gapier.
Yeah, he was not too bad. Though he didn't really have much to do, did he?
I thought he was solid defensively, but he didn't go forward enough for me.
Skelly was atrocious when he came on.
Yeah, he has no confidence.
Jesus did worse than Gyökeres, as I said, when he came on. So, and then Eze and obviously Madueke came on when it's too
So
late.
would you have
why
brought
didn't they come on
Marino
earlier?
instead of Jesus for Gyökeres, or what would you have done then?
I would have
kept an actual striker on the pitch. That's what I would have done.
On and take Odegaard off. I can see that.
4-4-2.
I can see that.
But I would have just kept at least a striker on the pitch because Jesus isn't a striker.
Correct. Yep.
The thing is, how many strikers are we actually going to turn on before we actually realise it is the system? Because you look at the likes of Lacazette, you look at Aubameyang, you look at Nketiah. These strikers have been, towards their tenure at Arsenal, they have been crap. Before,
Kelly was really bad.
Who?
MLS with Frimpong today. He couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Bro, the guy's not a left back. This is what I'm saying. At the moment, he's not a left back. He should be used as a midfielder. And at the weekend is the perfect opportunity to actually give one of Rice and Zubimendi, in fact, both of them, because it should be Norgard in midfield, but this should be the opportunity to play Lewis Skelly as a midfielder.
But let me flip that back to you guys, though. If Eze can barely get into this midfield team, how do you guys expect Lewis Skelly or Ethan Waneri to under this manager?
Yeah.
That's exactly
this is what I'm saying. It's all speculative.
Yeah.
But to that end, Melina, that's exactly that. The Arteta tariff weighs heavy. Unfortunately, we can see Odegaard put in a shift like that tonight, right? If there was a league game in 3 days' time, he would be starting yet again. Odegaard is almost near undroppable. If he's breathing, like Saka, if they're breathing, they're starting. It doesn't matter how many 2 out of 10 performances that they put in. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he doesn't have the balls to drop Odegaard. It's the same issue with
Yeah.
not having the balls to drop Aubameyang until there was disciplinary issues. It's the
Yeah.
same thing over and over and over again.
The thing is, I
And
actually want us to go strong as well against Portsmouth because, like,
Oh, we have. Well, yeah, we have to.
yeah,
Because
it actually takes me back to when Liverpool got knocked out by bloody Plymouth and they were
Yeah.
bottom of the Championship at the
oh
time.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what, I might have to go strong here because I really do not want to be throwing
if we
these
lose to
competitions in the
Portsmouth,
bin.
I'm crashing out.
Yeah.
Come on.
rather they're not doing good in league form, but like Fratton Park is not a I mean, like it is just as much of a fortress to them as Ellen Road is like for Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have to feel a team that can assuredly get over the line. But again, like all these shoulds really mean jack
Right,
all.
please.
Sorry,
Doctor,
mate.
sorry. But like, bro,
Apparent-
how many times have we been in this situation? Please tell me. How many times are we going to... Bro, we drew 13 games last season.
Yeah.
Countless times we were going, take the point, move on, it's away from home. Now we're at home against a depleted Liverpool team. In fact, let me reverse this question on you. What's your name? Dubai, yeah? Quality name. What did you predict before the game? Answer me that.
Who asking me? Sorry.
No.
I was asking the geese in the chat.
I'm sorry.
This comment, Doctor, is saying apparently we got to
you guys
chill.
got to chill.
We got to chill or something.
You know what, Dubai? You got it. But actually, you know what? You have to be more upset. Like you have been so desensitized to failure and mediocrity that you can't even identify it when it approaches you.
Thanks, Nate.
But we didn't lose. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, buddy. We dropped 2 points tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, it is a dropping. We had an opportunity to go 8 points clear, and whenever we get in those positions, we never take advantage. Really rarely.
No, 100%. Big up Bargaff in the chat who's just joined as well, mate. Big up.
The thing is, we do have the squad. But we don't manage it properly.
Yeah.
I mean, like overall, I would concur with that. I think there are still players in this squad that have been certainly on fraud watch, and they are ultimately riding on the bus for free, and they should not be here. But to your point though, like this team is good enough to at least win a trophy, and considering how much the rivals have dropped this season, we shouldn't be 6 points clear. We should be 12 points clear at minimum. But simply because we are dropping silly points left and right, we are not capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. We are always allowing the door to be opened. And this has been a common practice time and again. And this manager still has not learned time and again.
Yeah, 100%. Jordan, bro, any last thoughts, Liverpool fan?
Well, we have a game on Monday. Barnsley, we could rotate on Monday. Well, I hope we do not start with this crap again, right? So let's see if we're gonna start these 3 17-year-old kids once more. So yeah, we have a Senegal 17 years old player that will play under at the World Cup for them. So yeah, we will probably rotate for Monday. So yeah, against Barnsley. So we could use Mamadashvili in goal on Monday. So yeah, so Ali will be resting for the game against Burnley when we play them. So yeah, so we're gonna rotate on Monday against Barnsley. So yeah, that is what I have to say, man, for us.
Bargav says his management been Madueke and Eze. Madueke again today, I thought was good. I thought he was sharp off the bench.
Yeah, it's probably our best attacker.
I agree. Instant impact when he came on.
Although Saka was our best attacker in the first half, or best player even, but again, just awful second half. Everyone was awful, to be honest, in the second half.
Yeah, I'm not picking no man of the match today.
Nah.
Yeah,
Not with
maybe
that
apart from the two
performance.
centre backs, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Right, and by the way, Mel, did you see at the end of the game? Well, not at the end of the game, but like towards the end of the game, twice. In fact, it may have been more than twice, where we're wasting time from goal kicks and throw-ins. It's just
Yeah.
madness. I'm like, get the ball forward. It's 0-0 for
Keep
God's
it moving.
sake.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're-
There is absolutely
We've
no
done that
urgency.
several times this season. Sunderland Stadium of Light, same garbage.
No, this idiot, bro, has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Light years better. Kai's light years better. We're still on the 29 bum chum train. It's crazy.
I know, it's just mad.
I swear down. It's
Fine, fine.
down.
Give up on your careers, but like whoever the striker's gonna come in, right? Whether that's an out and out number 9, he'll get exactly the same treatment. Trust me, under this manager, because it's more suited to a false 9.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Again, Gyökeres needs to do better when it comes to his, box movement. But at the same time, when we are basically doing this tippy-tappy bullshit outside the box, no one, and I mean no one, not just Gyökeres, every time we're whipping across, we are probably the worst team in the league when it comes to cutbacks, because there's no fucker there to pounce. And that is the problem. So listen, give up on Gyökeres. I don't care, but you'll soon realise when we eventually bring in another number 9, which I don't know if that will be the case under this manager anymore after Gyökeres, then you'll see exactly the same pattern. Like we saw with Nketiah, like we saw with Lacazette, like we saw with Aubameyang. And those are the only 3 strikers we've actually had at this football club.
Yeah, and and we've already seen again, like this all goes back to the stubbornness of this manager. Over time, rather just a few years ago, we had seen the system at its peak. It was a very high octane offense rather. And for some reason, we have now tweaked it in such a way where we are pretty much the inverse of that. And I solely associate that to the PTSD of this manager, because he still can't get over the fact that he lost it when Saliba went down to injury, and we had to place Rob Holding in that defensive line. The system has already proven it doesn't work. That's why Berta was brought in. That's why Gyökeres was brought in, because these players. Rather, it could be the players, but it's also the system. It doesn't work. And this manager is getting paid one of the highest salaries in the world in his profession. It is incumbent upon him to do his job and to get over the line. And that means, yes, that means changing something that doesn't work. Truly, he is so stubborn, and he's such a blatant narcissist that if he were to change or tweak anything, he would ultimately be saying, "Oh yeah, maybe I wasn't getting it right the last 5.5, 6 years."
Yeah, no, absolute facts. Anything you guys want to end on before I wrap it up, or I think you covered everything?
Yeah.
I'm sick of this fucking manager. Just rather just end the season already. I'm telling you, even 6 points clear, we should be winning the league, and we should also be winning a domestic cup at minimum. If we're not doing that, I swear down, I don't want to hear this fucking manager's name even associated with this club ever again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in today on both the streams. Jordan, please shout yourself out, man.
Yes, indeed. Well, guys, I hit 2.5k subscribers. Now it's road to 3k. So yeah. Coming up. Oh yeah, me and Josh will be doing AFCON tomorrow. Well, yeah, we'll go watch Cameroon and Joshua Graham Diaz Millington tomorrow. So that is for the next one, and then the King of Egypt Salah on Saturday. So yeah.
Yes.
That's coming up, man. AFCON tomorrow. Big up.
Yeah, big up Jordan, man, every single time. Rory, bro, you got a reaction coming?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go live tomorrow, in fact, for the match reaction. I
Nice.
just can't be asked right now to do a pre-recorded one. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna be coming up tomorrow, and then covering the game against Portsmouth on Sunday, I think. So that's about it, really.
Yeah, big up, man. And Mel, massive shout out to you. Thank you very much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me on, Josh.
Do you know shout out where they can find you?
My channel is Miss Melina. I do all most Arsenal content. I'll be doing the Portsmouth game on Sunday. Hopefully we regroup and get our shit together because this was abysmal at home. And yeah. Big up Jordan, big up Josh, and the panel on here.
Big up Erling Haaland, man. That is Man City. Yeah, just journey me. Big up yourself.
And last but not least, Doctor, man. I know you ain't got a channel, but still, bro, thanks for coming on as always. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
My pleasure. You know, I'm always on call, both here as well as at London Colney Renal Center. So, look, I mean, I apologize for the profanity, but I mean, like, I am truly sick and tired of all this complacency. You know, like, and all of this fragility as well. You know, like this manager has had 6 years. He has spent over $1 billion. We have won nothing. We have also gone over 2 decades now without winning the league. I am famished for silverware. And if anyone has been supporting this club as long as I have, like, I swear down, like, I can't imagine why you are not as famished for silverware as I am. I mean, I'm not trying to put you, you know, like, I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone else, but I am starving for silverware. I'm so hungry. I want to see this club get over the line. I want to see this manager. I don't care who this manager is. I don't care if it's Mikel Arteta or Daffy Duck. Get us over the line. Like, really and truly, like, that's all that matters. Like, I love this club, and I hate bantering and satirizing a club that I have supported my entire life. I don't take any pleasure in it. I just want to see us win.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. All the likes and all the comments today on both the streams. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. We'll talk about the Gay transfer tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll talk. Obviously, then we'll do the AFCON games as well. So hope to see some of you lot tomorrow. Big up everyone, and as always, come on, you Gunners. We're out of it.